So the way it's going to go on the driving test and the way it'll be for you when you're alone is you'll just think like, when it's safe, I'll make a lane change. And I love how you reacted to the sudden slowdown. It looks like the... I'm so glad. I was just going to say that. Yes. So try to remember the signal every time. Really good. Hey, it's me, Jacqueline.
Hi, it's me, Paola.
And we're gonna do probably about a 10-minute video focusing on lane changes and clearing intersections safely. One of the first things I just wanna remind you of, and everybody, is that those two things do not go together. We never make a lane change in an intersection.
Yeah.
Even if we see other people do it, we keep the intersection clear because it's a place where other lanes are intersecting and we don't wanna accidentally surprise anyone. Of course, you remember we always use our turn signal. We check mirror blind spot when we make lane changes. And I just read a big research report that was talking about, they studied 100 cars doing lane changes and they were tracking where people looked. And only 17% of people checked the rear view mirror first. So that is something that you have to remember to do on your driving test, because that's how we assess the distance of cars behind us. If someone doesn't check their rear view mirror, it can be dangerous because you could miss something, right? And then they said that 52% of people checked their side mirror. Do you feel like your side mirrors are set perfectly so you can see what you want to see? And then I think they said 50% of people checked what they called side window, which is really you checking your blind spot, right? Just doing that side check. So you'll put it all together for us. And I think we'll just head on out. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Perfect. And look over that right shoulder. I have a real live obstacle placed behind us, a bicyclist. And I can see you tracking all the way down, making sure the obstacles are clear before you head out. Nice. And the light helps, right? It acts like a dam and it just slows down the traffic to a stop. Really good. What do you think the biggest thing you learned about lane changes was when you were getting started?
Blind spots.
Yeah. Any advice for folks on how to treat the blind spot check?
I feel like it's just like thinking of the bikes as like another vehicle, so you're sort of just looking for bikes. I'd say.
So the way it's going to go on the driving test and the way it'll be for you when you're alone is you'll just think like, when it's safe, I'll make a lane change. So I'm going to say it like that after this next light. When it's safe, make a left lane change. What time of day is your driving test?
I think 2:40.
Okay. And it's about, well,
Yeah.
it's 2:59 right now, so this is similar time of day. That might make lane changes a little bit more complicated because it's a busy time of day. I just wanted to pop in and give my highest recommendation to the Zootopia driving app. They've helped so many of my students who are feeling anxious about the driving test to do the final prep they need to pass the permit. Zootopia has simulations, additional content, videos, everything that a new driver or a parent needs to help guide learning to drive process. If you're looking for a great resource to help you or someone you love prepare for their permit, the Zootopia app is where it's at. So what are the strategies you're going to use to make the left lane change, given that there's a whole row of cars to the left?
Well, depending on the light before me, if it's green or not. Either my car will accelerate faster, but still going below the 30, so that I can go ahead, or I'll just wait until like there's a available space.
Awesome. And I love that you're considering the light ahead, because if traffic stops, that will pause our lane change. Really good. Looks like we might be forced into that lane change by the hazard ahead. And that often creates more of a zipper experience. Nice. And blind spot. Perfect. And I love how you reacted to the sudden slowdown. It looks like the
brakes are broken.
I'm so glad. I was just going to say that. Yes. Take your signal off. Perfect. The car ahead of us, their headlights are off.
Yeah.
So that's an important time to remind folks that you have to make sure your brake lights work, or you can get a ticket. You can be a hazard to others, and you wouldn't be able to take your driving test if your brake lights were broken. And when it's safe, make a right lane change. And since we just did a couple lane changes, let's transition to talking about clearing intersections a little bit. Just going straight in this lane, I can see you scanning right and left and just making sure that there aren't any pedestrians. This light is an example of a pedestrian-triggered light. So if it was flashing yellow, we would slow, then it would turn red for our stop. And then if it's flashing red, it means stop and go, like a stop sign. And when it's safe, make a left lane change. I love how you resisted the urge to do it quickly. Yeah, because it just didn't line up. In the research that I was reading about lane changes and habits, it also talked about using turn signals on planned and unplanned lane changes. And I guess, I don't remember the research exactly, but I remember there was a significant drop when people were making unplanned quick lane changes. So try to remember the signal every time. Really good. I guess I should say to the people watching, the reason we talk about data so much is you're doing research on pedestrian safety. Anything you want to share for folks about how to keep pedestrians safe?
Always keeping in mind that pedestrians come first. No matter what, getting into a vehicle, I'd say.
Yeah. And make a right lane change when it's safe. And I love that we had that pedestrian with the pink hat in the middle of the road. They come from all different directions when they're unexpected. Really good. I'm surprised we haven't had any yellow light experiences, but now that I've mentioned it, maybe we will. So it's a good time to say if we're 3 seconds back from the light and the light turns yellow, we come to a nice safe stop. And if we're right on, and we knew it was going to happen, didn't we? Since we started talking about it, we got the perfect lesson. If we're 3 seconds back, we use that time to come to a nice safe stop behind the limit line. If we're the first car, we clear the intersection. We use our 3 seconds. If we're traveling at 30 miles an hour, we think about how long it would take us to clear. If we were going 50, we would have kept going to come to a clear, yeah. Did you notice how the family with the stroller walked safely in front of you? That was very pleasing because we've talked a lot about our limit lines. Nice. Well, it's official. Every time we talk about something, it happens. So I'll I'll just mention that up ahead, there's another spot where there's a lot of pedestrians crossing because there's a post office. So if somebody triggered the light and it flashed yellow, we would stop at the white triangle line. Since it's clear, we get to keep going. And when it's safe, make a left lane change. Am I right that I saw you notice the black car making a move just as you were about to make a move? It's very pleasing for me to sit next to you and notice all these good habits, really good. And those are the same things that your examiner is going to look for and notice. It's subtle, but it's significant.
Yeah.
Really good. Running a driving school isn't easy. Between high operating costs, managing student requests, and delivering top-notch instruction, it's a lot. Zootobi Instructor helps smooth out your day-to-day operations with features like automated scheduling and online payments. You'll also get our best in the nation in-class and online curriculum with engaging videos, immersive driving simulations, and more. Driving schools all over the country are already making the switch and loving the results. It's super simple to get started. Visit zootobi.com to book a demo or click the link in the description. So I think we'll just go up to the next light and we'll turn right. So it's a busy area up here, but I'll just say when it's safe, make a right lane change. Let's turn right into the parking lot here. We'll follow that car. And then remind me, what's our parking lot speed?
5.
Great. Let's turn left into this next parking row. And in the research I was doing, parking lots, intersections, and lane changes were the top 3 circumstances for accidents. So I'm really glad we got to practice all 3.
Do I park?
Yep, you can pick any spot. You're doing great. Nice. Oof. Nice. And you can put your visor down if you're being blinded. And we'll say a few final words. This is our last lesson together.
Yeah.
You're about to get your driver's license. How has learning to drive been for you?
Well, good and a fun experience, I'd say. But even then, I feel like even once you get your license, you still learn so much more as like a driver within like experience and stuff and how to handle certain situations.
Yeah. And in our world, you sort of name things you want to learn and then the universe puts them in front of you. So today you were like, I really want to understand better when I go, when pedestrians go. And I appreciate that you position yourself as a learner, even though you're ready to take and pass the test. Congratulations. All right. Thanks, everybody. Keep learning. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.